Holy crap, it has been a while since I've been live, huh? Well, well, howdy. Welcome back to the lives. I haven't been live in quite some time now, huh? So, what has been going on? And if y'all are new here, and if you're watching this during or even after the live, hello, welcome to the channel. I am ThunderBolt, I'm a rock artist. You can check out my music on this channel, or if you have Spotify or wherever, wherever you listen to music, really, maybe like YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music, my music's there. But, yeah, it has been a while since I've been live. I figured I'll just go live just for a bit. So, feel free to say anything in the chat because I will be responding back. And, we're getting close to the holidays, y'all. We're getting very close to the holidays. It's now it's the very last month of the year. Just wow. Oh, and I gotta let my Discord server know that I'm live. 'Cause, might as well let them be updated. But yeah, fuck it. What's going on? Okay, so much is going on, like, not just like, well, so much is going on, like, behind the scenes. Like, dude, like, freaking lots of it, dude. Oh, yeah, and, I just released, speaking of music, I think my new song is out now on all streaming platforms. It's called Eternal Exit. New song out now. Even though it's been a while since I've been live, so might as well just go live now for a little bit. But yeah, new song out now. It's on all streaming platforms. It's called Eternal Exit. So, if you haven't checked it out yet, I suggest you check it out because, dude, the song is doing well, though. The song is doing well. I can freaking guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. I should go live more often. I'm just saying. Hello. Hello to everyone who is now just tuning in. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I'm a rock artist by the name of ThunderBolt, so you can check out my music pretty much anywhere you listen to music. I am just working on music. That's all. That is actually all. Am I a rock star? Yeah. I released a new song just a few days ago called Eternal Exit, and the storyline continues. The storyline continues of an arson kid. If you haven't checked that out yet, check it out. Arson kid. Out everywhere. Oh, you don't have to sub, but yeah, feel free to subscribe. Bro, Jesus loves you too, buddy. He even died on the cross for all of us. Bro, don't get me started on that, dude. Bro. Dude, my hair is just doing what it wants to do. It's been doing that today, so. But yeah. But yeah, feel free to say anything in the chat because I will be responding back. Okay, let's be honest. We all have those hair days. No, but seriously though. Oh, trust me, I have a haircut and style in mind, but might just wait until maybe like the holidays. You know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of... I don't think y'all understand about what I have planned for all of y'all next year. I don't think y'all fully understand. I have some pretty cool stuff coming out next year. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna take stuff up a notch a little bit. You'll see by next year. But I have a feeling that y'all are gonna love it though. The projects are gonna be taking it up a notch. I'm gonna be stepping up my game a little bit. What do you mean by breakfast? And plus, what do you mean by give us a hint? I think I just gave you a hint. I just gave y'all a hint. And that's all I'm gonna say. What do you mean by breakfast? Bruh. I'm sorry your dad wasn't around. I feel so bad that your parents didn't love you enough. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. That was a good comeback, though. Because you live in the Philippines? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, but on a serious note, though. On a serious note. I don't know if y'all couldn't tell, but I was just being just funny. I didn't mean it. But okay. How do y'all feel? Okay. No spoilers here, by the way. No spoilers here. What do y'all think about Stranger Things? I'm saying no spoilers because there's always that one person who just like does a little spoil. It's alright. It has been fun so far. I'm just waiting for Volume 2 to come out, to be honest. I'm really curious on how this series ends. Loving the storyline though. It's low key mid. I'm just curious on how it all ends, just to be honest. I was gonna keep on talking about it, but just in case, I'm not gonna say as much since you never know if somebody's gonna be watching this who hasn't watched it yet. As I'm just cracking my knuckles. How dare you? How dare you? No. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. Okay, but seriously though. I'ma just I'ma just chill here. That I always chill here. Ow. As I hit my back on the wall. But seriously though. Am I talking to you? Yes, I'm talking to you. How dare you say that? No, no, seriously, how dare you? You know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do have something against it. Maybe I do. Usually, like the lives, like these, or just a lot more funner during the day, but just today has been a weirdish day, so. At this point, I don't have anything to say to that. At this point, I really don't. I really don't have anything else to say to that. I really don't. Dang, it's 3 a... Bro, it's like 3 a.m. for you? For me, it's 6:50. Dang, 6:50. Wow. Oh, PM. Dang. Why did I have to think for a second? For me, it's 6:50 p.m. So I guess I'm just 3 hours ahead of you. Take me out of my mind. Leave this scene behind. Carry my ashes to a quiet shore where I can't find. Tell us something about music and how you got started. Well, I can answer that with no problem. So, as I hit the wall against my back again, I've always had a passion for music ever since I was like a little kid. And I've got into like rockish metal music since like a few months before COVID hit. A few months before COVID hit. So I think it was like right at the end of 2019. And I've always wanted to make music that like has like a good message and inspires people. And I just make music just to have fun. So, something about my music. My music is like rockish, metalish with. I mean, I always try to have like a good message in my songs. Sometimes a storyline as well. Kind of like how the Olsen Kid kind of is. Singing and screaming, but yeah. Floating Away is up there, though. My song Floating Away. And it seems like people are loving my other song well as Bury Me is another good one. I can see why people are loving my song Bury Me. It's such a good song. Especially Floating Away though. Who inspires me? Geez, quite a few. One of them is I'm gonna have to go with Molly Crew. Molly Crew is a good one. Of course, Metallica. And you got. Can't forget about Slipknot. Slipknot's another good one. I do like My Criminal Romance as well. I've been listening to. I do like Ice Nine Kills as well. Ice Nine Kills is another good band. But yeah, those are some of the bands that inspire me. Would I ever try considering another genre? I technically have. I technically have. I made a. I made like a song on the Arson Kid EP where it's not like a metal or rockish song at all. I wouldn't even consider soft rock as well. It just has piano and a more like a slow, like I would say like rapish beat, but not really. I like to call it lo-fi since it almost has like that lo-fi feel or like vibe to it, but it's not really like a lo-fi-ish song. But it's still a fun song. Oh, of course I do some slow songs. Of course I do. It's mostly like rockish and metal, but I usually do like softish songs as well. The the darkest song that is slow is Sleep Forever. Sleep Forever is a dark song because I actually wrote that song when like I was just in my darkest season, you know? I wrote that song when I was feeling like very low in life. Depression, am I right? That's also why I do music, because music is therapy. Music is therapy. Really? What happened? It's just usually life. Around that time when I made that song, life really felt dark around that time. And it felt like that for only like a few months though. And it really affected me. That was around like when my mental health was not really okay-ish. Um, so I wrote down my thoughts and feelings. I just put them all to a song. And that song is called Sleep Forever. And it's kind of I for for good reasons, I had to switch up the lyrics a little bit because some of the lyrics were actually a little bit too dark, and I didn't want my song to trigger anyone who has, who gets like triggered off of that. So I was like, just to keep people not from getting triggered as well, I'm gonna switch up the lyrics to a little bit less dark, but hey, it still works. And that also had to do with there was some family drama as well around that time, but it's all good now. Currently, it's all good, but we're all good. Oh, it's all right. Things are currently things currently are going good. What kind of impact do you want your music to have on people? Great question. I hope it really impacts people in a way where they will feel like for an example, like my song "Floating Away." I wrote that song around the time where we were getting hit by hurricanes, and people were like losing loved ones, like and people were losing homes and all this stuff. So I wrote a song called "Floating Away," which is still doing good. And I hope that song impacts people in a way that they will feel like they're not alone in whatever they're going through. And there's always a way out, you know? And Floating Away is also like my personal favorite as well. It's a great song, and I'm glad people are loving it. And the reason why I say and like there's always a way out, like people usually think that the only way out is through then I contemplate if I should say this word. I don't know how YouTube will react. I'll give you a hint. Yeah, like that, or stuff like that. But but that stuff like that that's not a good way to go out. And I don't. And every time, because I had people, I wouldn't say like people I fully know, but like I had a friend who knew someone who I'm gonna say off themselves, but that's how much I'm gonna say. But that's life is what you make it is usually my message. Life is what you make it, and you are the only one who can control your life and which direction you want to head in. That's basically my message there. Well, that's good, dude. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And since like all this like Spotify Wrapped stuff is out and I've been checking it out, and let me tell you, people are just loving the song Floating Away, which is actually understandable. And I even made a kind of like an album version to it, which is already out, by the way. And it's just really, I'm just so glad that my music is helping people, though. And more music is currently in the making. More music is currently in the making. More music next year. And I'm gonna be stepping it up a notch. And hey, maybe even more music videos in the future. Because I know that people are also loving my music video Floating Away. Which my friend DJ, who's also featured on one of my other songs, Parasite. He messed up the freaking skip port. So you can almost like barely hear the skip part, but it was basically like a character who's going through like a loss of a loved one, and Kind of like the story of like the Stages of Grief. I've always wanted to do a music video of that, and I'm so glad it came out good though. But next year, we're gonna take it up a notch, especially with the music. That's all I'm gonna say though. I feel like I'm starting to spoil too much. Even though I probably did not spoil as much, but I'm gonna have to let y'all see for yourselves. Even the holidays, like around this time, the holidays are also hard for people as well. I think it's like, especially like last year. Last year was just a very hard time because I was still struggling around around like my mental health-ish thing, kind of like how I was talking about like a few minutes ago. I was like, I remember me considering like not doing the holidays. All I remember was I just wanted to be alone because it was such a hard time. But still, everything is good now though. But who is the most important person to me right now? That's a good question. Uh, oh great. Now you got me thinking. Um, the most important person? I don't think I do I have a most important person? Damn, you really got me thinking. I don't think I have one. I don't think I have one, but if I did have to say one person, it might have maybe my parents, probably. I mean, I don't really know who is that important to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, like everyone around me is important, but the most important, I mean, you got me thinking. But yeah, probably my parents though. And so is God as well though. But yeah. That was a good question though. Man, you really got me thinking. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Don't get me wrong. Like everyone around me, like friends and family, are important to me. But I just said parents because they were the one who. The fact that I just stopped talking. Oh yeah, dude. I'm not even kidding. When I was going through that, I literally felt like there was no one I could turn to. Nobody. It's like the only person I could turn to was myself. Awful. It's like I couldn't talk to no one about it, dude. But I mean, it's okay now. I mean, I've been doing fine. I mean, music has really been helping me. Dude, just imagine a world without music. Dude, that's, goodness gracious. Hey, dude, just imagine though. I'm so glad music exists. I really do. And you were in the same place then. I'm glad you got out of it though. I'm really happy that you got out of that situation. And I know that God helped me out of that situation as well. Yeah, dude, I don't think it's ever easy. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I still do struggle with it, but hey, but remember this. Even if the world leaves you behind, Jesus won't. Man, amen to that. For it is written, I will never leave you nor forsake you. God, I love that verse. Oh my goodness. There's so many that I like though. By the way, to anyone who is watching, that goes for everyone as well. Just so you know. You grew up in a church? Sure did. So I know like lots about the Lord. Hey man, good for you. You know, it's always good to grow up in church though. It really is. Sometimes I feel like I can just be like a good preacher though. 'Cause I always like like I always talk about the Lord, whether that's either online or that's just in person, but you have a you have a platform for it? Oh yeah, I actually created a new channel just for that reason. Here, I can show you. I can show you. Just so you can I mean, when I show you, feel free to subscribe to it if you want. There's YouTube. Alrighty, let's look up. Oh, there I am. Here, I'll show you it. I recently just started it. But yeah. But it's just End Time Watcher. There's a good reason why I named it that. Because I've always been so... I've always been so fascinated with, the apocalypse. I even made a little EP album called The Revelation, and it's based off of the book Revelation. Because I'm just so fascinated in it, I've always been fascinated with apocalyptic stuff and the end time stuff, it's I loved it so much I wanted to make a little EP out of it. And that's exactly what I did. Even though I'm actually thinking about remaking it since I made it quite some years ago. So wow, that's cool. You had a dream about it? Feel free to share if you want. So that's also why I named it the End Time Watcher, because of that reason. But bro, I just love everything about it though. I really do. Wow. Maybe it felt so real because he actually was in your dream, because he's the one who gave you that dream. Yep, that was that was him giving you that real dream. Well, that is. Think about it though. That was just amazing though. That's actually amazing. And by the way, I also just want to point this out as well. Sometimes people will also point out saying like, "Oh, you can't believe in him because like either like the music you listen to or the way that you dress." Well, I'm over here like, doesn't the Bible say that God does not look on the outside appearance, but he looks at the heart? I just hate it when people are just so quick to judge. But you know. Oh, I know that you didn't judge or anything. I wasn't saying you were or anything. I was just saying in general. But yeah, I've gotten that before. Cuz the way that I dress, like just because I dress this way and listen to like metal and all this stuff does not make me a Satanist or anything. There were even goth people who dressed like that, and they're Christian themselves. Yeah, probably. I probably can. I mean, I try to talk about God like literally everywhere I go. Whether even that's to a family member or another friend, or just to a random person, you know? Whether that is online or in person. Oh, my second channel is called the End Time Watcher. It's just at End Time Watcher. It's just no spaces. Hey, you too, man. You too. Do I like Bring Me the Horizon? Yeah, that's also another band I listen to. You know, I need to figure out a posting schedule for my other channel. Because I try to post it like a few times a week. I need to post there again later this week. Maybe this weekend, probably. Who knows? But I will say this, though. I will say this. Let's do a little math thing real quick. Let's do a little math thing real quick. You ready? Three nails plus one cross. Three nails plus one cross equals 4 given. I love that. I love that. Exactly. Exactly. Isn't that just amazing? But yeah, that's what he did. I mean, it was pretty. I mean, pretty simple because Jesus was nailed to one cross, and he had three nails. Each two of them were on his hands and one on his feet, and he did it so we can be forgiven for our sins. So it's kind of like a mass thing. I love it. And it is true, though. It is true. I actually might. I'm I'm actually currently making a song about something similar, though. I'm not gonna say too much because I like to be a surprise, though. But you will soon see. We shall see. But for now, it's gonna be a surprise. And I've always wanted to do it, so I was like, now's the time. Bingo. Exactly. Why do it later when you can do it now? Love it. Dude, I can just talk about it all day. Literally, I can just talk about it all day. Am I at home? I sure am. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling currently. You thought it you thought it was a studio at first? I mean, my room kind of is a studio. It's kind of like mixture. Because I have an at-home studio, so. So I guess you can kind of say that I kind of am, though. Yeah, it's just hanging up on the. It's just. More like a home studio. Exactly. Exactly. I even have a talk box over there. You might be you might be like wondering like what is a talk box? Well, a talk box is like a so it's almost like a synthesizer and you put it in and you just put it in. There's a tube, you plug in the tube goes into your mouth, and the synthesizer plugs into your like piano. My piano isn't a normal piano. It has like it can do like multiple stuff. And then once you hit the synthesizer and once it starts making like the synthesizer sound, you talk through it. So you don't use your voice, like you like mouth the words. Boom. The more you know about music that you probably did not know. But yeah, I have one of those. You're a graphic designer? Alright, bro. Dude, that's sick. I might have to. Do you do anything on your channel? Because if you do, I might have to go check it out. But if not, it's fine. I might have to consider it. Who knows? Yeah, we are creative one way or another. I mean, everyone is. Well, when you say yet, there might be something on your channel coming soon though. Do I do anything besides music? Of course I do. I am a filmmaker. And speaking of filmmaking, I'm actually in a pre-production of an upcoming project soon, which I cannot say too much about it yet, but But besides for music, more projects or in the making. Yo, bro, same. Same, dude. Dude, it's cool to know that we both do that. I mean, hey, it's fun to do, though. It is fun to do. You too, keep it up. Man, I have good stuff in the making for y'all for next year. Can't wait for y'all to see it. And to hear it too, because if you're counting in music as well. I'm looking forward to it as well. Because if you're thinking about posting stuff on your channel, I'm looking forward to looking it out. Rock on. Rock on. Dude, it's... How long have I been filmmaking? Uh... I've been filmmaking quite some years. I kind of lost track on what date I started though. But I'm really good at filmmaking. Dude, it's really fun. Uh, no, not yet, but one of them is very close to it, though. It actually, it possibly might be done by the, like before New Year's. Or it could be done around, like, Christmas time, probably. But yeah. We are that dang close. Oh, by the way, I have to get this off of my chest. Because I've really been meaning to say this, by the way. I'm gonna say this because this also just popped into my mind real quick, and I know I'm gonna forget it because my freaking ADHD brain. I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick. God's last name does not end with damn. I had to get that out of my chest. Sorry. God's last name is not damn. Sorry. I had to get that out. Alright. What type of production? It has a little bit of... So the type of production has a little bit of... Okay, I'm gonna get this out just to help y'all understand. The reason why I also dress like this is not because of metal. It's also... I dress like this also because I've always been like in love and fascinated with like creepy and horror stuff. Whether that's by true true disturbing stories, either about like including with like paranormal stuff, even though I don't really mess with like those demonic stuff or anything or witchcraft or anything. No, I don't do any of that, but it's just like it's always fascinated me. So that's also why I dress like this. So what type has a little bit of like creepiness in it? I mean, yeah, it has some comedy stuff in it as well. Because of course, it's good to be having the audience laugh. You like comedy? But I think we all do. Dude, I cannot wait. I want to tell y'all so bad, but I'm like, I can't yet. I can't. So y'all are tempting me here. But yeah, but y'all will see by like next year. Dude, I'm just chilling. I'm chilling like a villain. Are you trying to say my lag or my leg? I just had to ask that. Unless if you or meant to say my lag. But okay. No, I just no, I didn't mean me. I meant like I'm trying to find like what you meant. I just didn't know that was like a typo or anything. Mhm. Hey man, you too. God bless you. And I appreciate talking with you. Okay, what if I just sit down back on my chair? Oh my goodness. Yo, it's been one live, though. It's been one live. But sadly, I'm gonna go as well, y'all. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And take care. And I'm also streaming on, I've been streaming on, like, Twitch, though. I've been streaming on there. But recently, it's been a while. So, I'm gonna go stream there. So, until next time, ThunderBolt out.